Good morning. I'm Teacher Rose, and welcome to Introduction to Philosophy of the Human Person. In this presentation, you will be philosophically oriented regarding a sensitive topic everybody does not like always to talk about, death. However, you are advised to have an objective disposition regarding death to remove any negative impression that may affect your readiness to understand death as a phenomenon. Primarily, we will deal with the phenomenological notion of death to give it definite characterization and the relation of death with authenticity, upon which we will come to realize the value of understanding death as a way to establish a more meaningful existence. What is your initial reaction when you read the word death or hear it? Is death really a terrifying phenomenon? If death is a dreadful thing, what makes it fearsome? On the other hand, death as part of human reality may have meaningful messages. At this junction, we will try to uncover the mystery of death by rationalizing its phenomenon so that we get to understand it better, accept it as part of human nature, and treat it as a condition that allows us to create a meaningful existence. Phenomenological notion of death. According to Martin Heidegger in his book Being and Time, death is certain, indefinite, one's property, non-relational, and not to be outstripped. That is certain. As part of humanness, we are all born in the world. The world is governed by time. We, humans, are existing in time. Thus, as being thrown in the world, we have beginning, and since we are finite beings, we also have end, death. Birth and death are two things we cannot remove from our existence. Whether we like it or not, we will die. Death is indefinite. While death is sure to come, it is however indefinite as to when it will come. Death is impending, meaning to say, it can happen anytime. We do not know exactly when. That is why we should try to live the best life that we can, for we never know the day of our end. Death is one's property. The death of the person belongs to him. Nobody can experience his death except himself. There can be no proxies or substitute for a person in experiencing death. Death is non-relational. This means that when we die alone. We have no choice but to face it on our own. Death also removes our relations to others. In contemplating death, we realize our own individuality and independence from the world. Death is not to be outstripped. Death cannot be taken away from a person. Even the person himself cannot remove the possibility of death in his life. One cannot make himself live forever. Even though we see in fiction movies the idea of immortality, death in real life is definite reality, which with nothing can be done to be outstripped. Death and authenticity. What does that really mean? It is just a reminder that human existence has a limitation, we may accept the reality of death as it is, but it also reminds us that we have to value life while we have it. Since we cannot control it, things that remain within our control are those which belong to life. So while still alive, we have choices to take. The question now is not focused on death, but on how we live in the world. Let us ask ourselves before we die, did we ever truly live? Authenticity is an idea mostly used in existentialism, which means having true and meaningful existence. According to Søren Kierkegaard, we have to avoid the crowd, the majority of the society which we think that should be the pattern of our lives. For example, we see people marrying, therefore we also have to marry. But authenticity is not like that. We have to be or we have to freely choose marrying. The intention to marry should not come from the crowd, as we usually hear, but it should come from our deliberate choice. Another reason why we fail to lead an authentic life is fear, because we are afraid of the possible consequences and what others might say. We fail to pursue what we truly want in life. This challenge of authenticity is one of the important messages of death. As we accept death, we realize the value of having a true life, an authentic life. Again, I'm Teacher Rose, saying share love to everybody, be a blessing to everyone. Thank you.